An inauguration is more than just a ceremony. It's a formal event where a leader takes the oath of office, symbolizing the beginning of a new chapter in governance. It represents a peaceful transfer of power, a promise of service, and a moment to reflect on our aspirations for the future. In Utah, this inauguration tradition carries deep significance. Our journey begins on January 4th, 1896. After decades of struggle and determination, Utah achieved statehood, becoming the 45th state of the Union. On Monday, January 6th, all Utah state officials met in the historic Mormon Tabernacle to conduct the inauguration of Utah's first governor, Heber M. Wells. The ceremony boasted the largest American flag ever made, 75 feet tall and 150 feet wide. The 16th Infantry Band and the Mormon Tabernacle Choir provided music for the ceremony, and a grand inaugural ball completed the day's festivities. Governor Wells' administration faced the daunting task of building a new state from the ground up. Infrastructure, education, and governance frameworks had to be established. It was a time of great optimism, but also daunting challenges. Utah's second governor, John C. Cutler, was sworn in on the second day of 1905. The ceremony was held in the Senate chambers of the City and County Building at noon. Cutler supported improving state finances and modernizing banking systems. In 1912, Utah Governor William Spry began laying the groundwork to build a state capitol building. Designed by architect Richard Cletting, the capitol was an emblem of Utah's resilience and ambition. Despite economic challenges, including the impact of World War I, the building was completed in 1916, standing proudly in Salt Lake City as a symbol of the state's identity. Its neoclassical design and majestic dome represent the strength and vision of Utah's people. The Capitol became the heart of Utah's political life, hosting inaugurations and legislative sessions. Each inauguration held here reminded Utahns of their shared history and the promise of a brighter future. On New Year's Day in 1917, Simon Bamberger became the first Utah governor to be inaugurated in the completed Capitol. The ceremony was held before 5,000 Utahns, marked the state's 21st anniversary, and was the first in Utah's history to be filmed by motion picture cameras. Governors Charles Mabee, George Dern, and Henry H. Blood followed. Their governorships carried Utah through the Industrial Revolution, World War I, and the Great Depression. In 1941, during World War II, Governor Herbert B. Maw was sworn into office. A loudspeaker system was rigged in the Capitol Rotunda for the first time in the building to broadcast the proceedings. Governor Maw's family was the first to spend a full term in the new governor's mansion, which was gifted to the state by the Kearns family. Later that decade, in 1949, J. Bracken Lee became governor. It was estimated that 1,500 people attended the event. Bracken Lee referred to his office as the People's Office and stated his intention to represent the interests of the common people in the state of Utah. In 1957, George Dewey Clyde became governor in the first televised inauguration. He was obsessed with irrigation systems and sometimes gave impromptu lectures on water conservation at public events. On January 7, 1965, Calvin L. Rampton took the oath of office, becoming Utah's 11th governor. He introduced the statewide tourism slogan, "The Greatest Snow on Earth," and was Utah's first three-term governor. Scott M. Matheson, sworn in on January 6, 1977, continued to highlight Utah's ski industry and even skied with visiting dignitaries to promote the state. Norman Bangeter, who served from 1985 to 1993, is credited with advancing infrastructure projects, particularly in water management and education. His inauguration marked the first time the ceremony included an interfaith prayer service, symbolizing Utah's growing cultural diversity.
All of us working together will bring Utah not only to a new decade, but to a new threshold of opportunity.
Under his leadership, efforts to modernize the state's educational system gained momentum. including increased funding and initiatives aimed at improving teacher salaries and school facilities. And if you ever drive on Bangerter Highway in the Salt Lake Valley, you can give a silent nod to our 13th governor. In 2002, Utah was highlighted on the world stage. Under the leadership of then-Governor Mike Leavitt, our state hosted the Winter Olympics. The successful games showcased Utah's hospitality, natural beauty, and economic potential to the world. The inauguration that followed was marked by pride and global recognition, cementing Utah's place as a world-renowned recreational destination. The following years provided Utah with its first and only female governor with Olene Walker, an international diplomat with John Huntsman Jr., and a proponent of economic growth with Gary Herbert. In more recent history, Utah continued to adapt. In 2021, Spencer Cox took the oath of office during a socially distanced ceremony amidst a global pandemic. The moment wasn't just about a political transition. It was a testament to Utahns' adaptability, resilience, and sense of community. It was also the first inauguration in Utah history to be held outside of the capital city, at Tuacahn in Ivins, Utah. Governor Cox significantly bolstered Utah's economy by fostering an environment conducive to growth and innovation. Under his leadership, Utah has been consistently ranked as a top state for starting a business and economic resilience. Cox's administration has emphasized economic diversification, including initiatives to strengthen rural economies and promote frontier technology industries.
It's our turn to write the next chapter of Utah's history and prove that, yes, indeed, our greatest days still lie ahead.
From the start, each inauguration in Utah's history has told a unique story. It's not just about new leadership, but about honoring our shared journey, past and future. From the construction of the Capitol to overcoming the Great Depression, from hosting the Winter Olympics to navigating modern challenges, Utah's story is one of overcoming obstacles, embracing opportunities, and shaping a brighter future. Inaugurations mark the turning of pages, but the story is ongoing. And in Utah, it's a story still being written with courage, vision, and the enduring spirit of its people.